The big news this past week involved the Pistons shutting down Allen Iverson for the rest of the season. Here's what Pistons chief Joe Dumars had to say. Quote, after talking with Allen and our medical staff, we feel that resting Allen for the remainder of the season is the best course of action at this time. While he played in our last 3 games, he is still feeling some discomfort, and getting him physically ready to compete at the level he is accustomed to playing this late in the season does not seem possible at this point. Freaks, if this news surprises you at all, then you have not been paying attention. And your status as a hardcore basketball fan is in serious doubt. As a matter of fact, we may have to revoke that status. Now let's take a look at Allen Iverson's production, or lack thereof, in 3 games since returning from that back injury. The first game was against his former team, Philly, 21 minutes, 8 points. Then 18 minutes, a total slap in the face. Then 17 minutes against the New Jersey Nets. And AI obviously didn't have it that night. And that probably right there will be the last box score line of Allen Iverson's Detroit Pistons career. Now, obviously, those are not the stats of a Hall of Famer, and the vastly reduced minutes prompted this memorable quote from Iverson after Wednesday's loss to New Jersey. He says, I'm in a position now I've never been in my whole life. It's harder than I thought it would be. I'd rather retire before I do this again. I can't be effective playing this way. I'm not used to it. It's tough for me both physically and mentally. Now, AI went on to say, if I'm able to go out there, I should be able to get it done. And I can't right now. It's my fault. I have to be able to overcome the adversity and do what I have to do. I just have to find a way to get it done. Not being 100% makes it harder, and you can see that I'm not 100%. End quote. So, freaks, here's the deal. I have 3 questions regarding this Iverson shutdown. Question number 1. When Iverson says adversity, does he mean the back injury or coming off the bench? Hard to believe it's the back injury, because Iverson has made a career of laughing in the face of aches and pains and broken bones. The adversity of which he speaks, in my opinion, is far more related to coming off the bench. And in saying that, I'm not questioning AI's toughness. I've never done that, nor will I ever. His status as a Warrior is permanent. What I'm saying is that he's a Hall of Fame player who's still in the prime of his career. And coming off the bench, to him, is a stone-cold slap in the face and totally unacceptable. And I don't even really disagree with his opinion. You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. The days of AI being a number 1 guy on a winning team are over. He remains one of the top box office draws in the NBA. So if he wants to sign with a bad team this summer and drop 25 PPG to maintain his high scoring average for his career, then hats off to him. But if he wants to add the final bullet point to his Hall of Fame resume, a championship, he needs to accept a complimentary role with a winning team. And I'm not saying 8 points a game. I'm saying like 15 to 19 points per game. And he may even have to accept a bench role to get that championship. Which brings me to question number 2. Would AI have been okay with his bench role with the Pistons if Michael Curry had played him more than 18 minutes per game? Like the Kennedy assassination, we may never know the truth, but I seriously question Curry's rotation as it pertains to Allen Iverson. Check out this quote from Michael Curry. He says, Iverson's coming off the bench as the backup too. He might get some more minutes on nights when we play Rip at the 3, but for the most part, he's backing up Rip because we really like how Will Bynum has played backing up Rodney Stuckey. Really? Are you serious? So let me get this straight. Will Bynum, who was playing with Maccabi Tel Aviv last season, is going to eat into the playing time of the great Allen Iverson? Freaks, that makes as much sense as telling the DJ to play less Snoop and more Jonas Brothers. By the way, remember the good old days when you had to have talent to become a millionaire musician? I don't care if you're 5, 15, or 50. Who in the hell is buying a Jonas Brothers record? And if you are, stop it. Back to our story. Will Bynum over Allen Iverson? I repeat, Will Bynum over Allen Iverson? With all due respect to Michael Curry, who's a bright basketball mind, this is one of the worst rotation decisions I have ever seen in my life. Out in Oakland right now, Don Nelson is snickering at how bad this rotation decision is. Which brings me to question number 3. When Allen Iverson becomes a free agent this summer, and the Pistons thank him for 54 games and 17.4 PPG. Where is the best fit for AI? And since it's question number 3 and the answer is number 3, I have 3 potential options. Number 1, my Wolves. Stop laughing. AI almost joined forces with Kevin Garnett in Minnesota a couple of years ago, but he was traded to Denver instead. How'd that work out? You tell me. My Wolves need a dynamic point guard, a veteran leader, and someone to revive the franchise and fill up the target center. AI needs money. He needs shots, and my Wolves can offer both. Al Jefferson would still be the go-to guy, but AI would be the second option, with Randy Foye as the number 3. It's all set up pretty perfectly, right? And my Wolves would become a playoff team overnight. Number 2, the Atlanta Hawks. First of all, AI owns a home in Atlanta, and the fans down here that aren't totally dealing with allergies absolutely love him. Even the ones that are dealing with allergies positively adore him. Plus, Mike Bibby is a free agent. We don't know if he's coming back. I think he should, but you never know with the Hawks. And the Hawks are going to need a 1 if Bibby flees because AC Law just is not ready. And the third option potentially for Allen Iverson this summer when he becomes an unrestricted free agent, the Dallas Mavericks. Jason Kidd is a free agent, so the Mavericks may be on the market for a point guard. Now, we all know that Mark Cuban has a penchant for splashy moves, and his Mavs could use a shot in the arm. But I can already see the headline now. Allen Iverson signs multi-year deal with my Wolves. That would be a freak show.